welcome. You are welcome to the last episode of the animated talk show More Than a Womanist Season 3. We're on episode 4 or 12 if you're from the podcast. I'm your host, Denise. I'm in New York City, and today is the first day of winter. The weather is in the low 40s as expected, no snow, and I can't say I'm mad about that. I decided I won't go see the ball drop in person this year, but I will go see the tree early on Christmas Day. I've been going over my New Year's resolutions, and I want to challenge myself financially this year. So by this time next year, I want to be looking at potential new homes. I want to put a down payment or investment into my first house. And where you buy a house is important. We're going to get to that. But I know I have a lot of things to consider as far as location and the paperwork, permits, avenues I will have to go through. But also if I plan on starting a family in that home. And if I want to wait to get married to buy my first home. And I know some people might think, what's the rush? But why wait? Like, what am I waiting for? So I've been doing my due diligence. According to the National Association of Home Builders, low housing inventory and strong demand appear to be the biggest drivers for confidence going into the new year. The growing number of home buyer activity has highlighted the housing shortage across the U.S., in particular for homes at entry and mid-level price ranges. So through Biden's Build Back Better bill, roughly $170 billion for housing was approved. Grants are not made directly for individual home buyers or homeowners. They are given to grantees, and these grantees are responsible for ensuring that the home buyers or homeowners are income qualified and eligible recipients of funds under the program. There are individual requirements, and a lot of things to consider for each person seeking a loan from grantees. In New York State, the State of New York Mortgage Agency is offering the mortgage programs. One is called Achieving the Dream and the other is Low Interest Rate. The Achieving the Dream offers assistance to those who need help with down payments, home repairs, and remodeling. The Low Interest Rate offers help for those who need help with lower down payment rates and requirements and competitive interest rates to qualified buyers. So something cool that I was looking at when I was checking this out was that they have something here for purchasing a vacant home in certain areas could qualify you for additional funds for repairs and remodeling. So, I'm a big remodeling show fan. I'm a big DIY girl, so I thought that was cool. But I took a look at the income requirements for New York State, and the lowest target income was around $84,000, which means that you will have to be making around $7,000 a month. In New York State, minimum wage is $15. That's around $2,400 a month. If you make minimum wage, it's going to take significantly longer to save. And some programs are offered where one can invest in rental property he or she lives in until they purchase the home with little interest rates. But we need salary, we need higher wages. Something has to give, because another thing I want to point out is home ownership rates for people under 35. Only 37% of people aged under 35 own homes. And that percentage significantly increases, doubles, after 35, with 60 to 80% of people aged 35 to 64 owning homes. And like I said before, what's to wait for? In more recent news, we're hearing that Republicans are working on, have been proposing the redistricting maps. And, so over the summer, we heard a Wisconsin court sided with GOP and approved an early sign-off to new congressional boundaries. And some people feel like it was at the expense of communities of color, because the recent proposals on redistricting congressional boundaries of states are being done in retaliation to voting fraud and tracking, I would say, and it's see-through, because every state has the community board of politicians that advise officials on the welfare of the district. And right now, it's the Republicans who have nearly complete control of the map making process, because they have control of both chambers. So this is like a Republican-led effort to redraw maps whose demographics aren't fitting what's going on. And the redistricting will determine the distribution of political power for the next decade. So this is really important. And they're working off maps that the courts have already declared as tilted and gerrymandering. So with that being said, I'm urging you guys to get out there and vote. Every election within your state and your district is important as well. That is all the time we have for today, but I do have a few more announcements. I have been petitioning to run for office in New York State in order to be elected and serve as a member of the House of Representatives. You can visit my website, lenicemerritt.org, and the petition will be located on the website along with my blog, and I will continue to canvass across New York City. If you would like to join me or schedule a virtual meeting, the forms are located on the website as well. When you get to the site, take a look around. I post updates daily relating to my campaign, and just follow the trail. I'll leave the link. I need all the support I can get, and it does not go unnoticed. Now, season 4 will be released in 2022. I wanted to go into the new year with More Than a Womanist wrapped in a bow. I love you. Till next time, thank you so much for all this love I got during this season. And I hope you keep going with me. Thank you. Happy holidays. Till next time. First things first, I'm Lenice. And this is my show. Have a seat. Have a seat. And I'm gonna give you all of these to all the tea that be happening around me. That was straight off the dome. I don't have a fucking theme song, but I'm gonna make one now.